Hello guys, welcome to a new tutorial on how to use LTSPICE, which is actually a free program from Linear Technology that allows you to simulate electric circuits. So let's get started. If you still don't have this program in your computer, the first thing that you need to do is Google it and type download LTSPICE. From here, you can download it for Windows 7, 8 and 10, as well as for Mac and for Windows XP. Since I use Windows 10, so I am clicking here. Then select the directory. I am gonna save it on desktop. When the download is finished, right-click on the program and click on Run as Administrator. It is actually a free program. Here, you can read the software license agreement. Then click on Accept. If you want, you can change the installation directory from the browse. Then click on Install Now. After a few moments, your program will install and click Yes. Wait for a few moments to prepare the example directory for the first user. Yeah, now it is successfully installed and it is ready to simulate our electronic circuit. This is the main interface that enables users to interact with LTSPICE. There is main menu over here on the top, and these are the shortcut commands and the tools controls. And we will discuss about each of them later. To create a new schematic, you can click on the New Schematic button in the upper left of the window, or you can do that from the file. Here in this blank area, you can build a schematic for design and analysis. There are toolbars which you can select inductors, capacitors, resistors, label net that you can label the input or output nodes. LTSPICE has too many components. If you click on component, you will reach all the components. With this one, you can move the components, and with this one, you can drag the components. If you click here, you can write the text, and from here, you can determine directive. And we will learn them better and with more details in the next videos. To get a little more familiar, let's create a very simple RC circuit to make some measurements on it. So the first thing, I'm gonna add a resistor from here. Then you can put it anywhere you want. If you want to rotate it, hold down Ctrl K plus R on your computer before placement. I'm gonna put it here. As you can notice, a new resistor R2 is created automatically. If you don't need to add more resistors and get rid of that, you can either click on escape key or you can right click on your mouse. Then we need a capacitor. Again, the same as resistors, when you place one capacitor, you are going to have the second one, third, and so on. Next, we need a voltage supply. Go to the component and over here type voltage, and it is highlighted and appeared here as well. You can use it for different purposes such as DC, AC, pulse, sine, and so on. In the next videos, we will discuss about each of them. Click OK and place it somewhere here. Now let's connect the circuit. Click on the wire, and I am going to start it from the voltage source. One nice feature about LTSPICE is that we can just go directly through the components, and it will automatically connect the components without having a disconnection. And the final things to complete the topology of our RC circuit is add the ground. Click on the ground icon and place it somewhere here. So finally, we need to enter values for the components. To enter values for the components, put your cursor on the components and right click it. I'm going to start it from the voltage source, right click, and then click on advanced setting. Here you will see different voltage source types, and in this case, as a voltage source, I'm going to use a pulse width modulated signals. So click on pulse to bring up the pulse parameters. Let us assume that our source voltage is varying between 0 volts. So put 0 for V initial and 5 volt for V on. 0 delays. Let us set 10 nanosecond for T rise, 10 nanosecond for T falls, 10 millisecond for on time, and 20 millisecond for T period. Finally, set number of cycle to 5. Click OK. Click on drag icon to put it in the right place. Then right click on resistor and set it to 20 kilo ohm. Just type 20 and K. Similarly, right click on the capacitor. If you click here, you will see different types of capacitor. But here, I am gonna put a simple capacitor of 0.1 microfarad. U here represent micro. Now we can simulate the circuit. So click on this running guy and a new dialog as edit simulation command will pop up. Here let's select the transient analysis and set the stop time as 0.1 second. Click OK. And a new empty draft for transient waveform will pop up at the top. Now let us see the output signal waveform. Let us name the output voltage as VC. So click here on the label node icon, or you can right click here. Then select label net and name it as VC. Click OK. And place it somewhere between resistor and capacitor. Run the simulation again Then click on VC to create the waveform. So this is the output voltage VC corresponding to the input signal, which is a pulse width modulated signal with a period of 20 milliseconds. Similarly, we can plot the input voltage in the same graph. Let us decrease the stop time to 20 milliseconds to see the waveform closer. If you multiply the resistor values with capacitor value 20K multiplied by 0.1 micro, it will become 20 milliseconds, which is the transient period. And voltage change during this time is the transient response of the RC circuit. During period of this time, or positive part of power weight modulated cycle, capacitor is changing. And during this period, the capacitor is discharging. You can also measure the output voltage at each period of time. So right-click here on VC, then determine the attached cursor and click OK. Now you can see the cursor one measurement. Then hold it and measure the output voltage on any point you want. As you can see in this small window that the voltage is changing corresponding to the time. Vertical axis represents the output voltage and the horizontal axis represents the time in milliseconds. To draw the cursor position, right-click and from Draw, click on a cursor position. Now you can see both the time and voltage. From Tools icon, you can change the background color. If you click here, the background will be selected, and if you click here, the trace voltage waveform will be selected. You can also do that from the selected item. Let us make the background and click on Apply button. And from here you can change the color of a schematic window. There are different items that you can select and change the color. From here, you write the text. Let's write RC circuit. Click OK and place it anywhere you want. Let us consider this circuit with a small signal AC analysis and then check the output voltage. So right-click on voltage source, change the functions to none. And over here in small signal AC analysis, put AC amplitude to 1. And that will allow us to sweep through AC signal of a wide frequency range. Just leave everything else blank. Click OK. Now we are ready to do our simulation. But first we need to edit simulation command. So go to the simulate and click on edit simulation command. Since we have selected 1 volt AC small signal as a voltage source to sweep through all different frequencies, so we are going to do AC analysis. From here we can choose the type of sweep, how we are going to sweep those frequencies. Let us select linear for now. Number of points refers to the resolution of points in each decade. Let us set it to 20. I think 20 will be fine to get a nice smooth curve. Start from 1 Hz and stop frequency. Let's stop at 1 kHz. Click OK. Now we are ready to run our simulation. As you see, there are two different lines. The one solid line indicates the amplitude of the signal, and the dotted line shows the phase shift of the signal. In the vertical axis, as you can notice, the label axis is in dB. You can change it in terms of the absolute voltage. So let us right click here and select linear. Scale instead of disable. Click OK. So now the axis is changed to voltage axis, and our applied voltage is nearly 1 volt. As we get into the higher frequencies, and after some point, somewhere here, it is being attenuated, and that point is called as a cutoff frequencies. You can calculate to get the exact point. You can play with the value of capacitor to get better low pass filter. If you want to save the waveform or copy it to the Word, select the waveform, then go to the tools and select copy bitmap to clipboard, then paste it to the Word. You can do similarly for the schematic part. Next, let us measure the current. If I bring the cursor through our components, it will show me this current probe symbol. If I click it, it gives us the current waveform. By double-clicking, you will see only the current waveform. Now you can see the current waveforms, which increases as the frequency increases. That is all for today. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching.